What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? It's your boy Veg in the building. I was supposed to have done this shit yesterday, but I got so fucking tired. I just came back from a concert. I just came back from that LL Cool J The Force concert. You know what I'm saying? That might be my favorite concert I've been to thus far. I'm not even gonna hold you. And I've been to so many concerts. I've been to so many dope ones. I've been to some underwhelming ones over the years, but you know what? This shit right here, this shit right here. I don't know. I don't know if my concert view was gonna top this. So I'm just gonna run down this shit before I go on with this review. So if you guys don't know, Hip Hop 50th anniversary has been doing a lot of these like concerts. There's been like a lot of like shit where it's like you have like the older rappers and like the somewhat newer rappers and shit coming together, just celebrating the legacy of hip hop's 50th anniversary. And one of the main concepts that have been promoted was the LL Cool J The Force. So the thing about this one is the fact that each different city is like a different set of rappers and everything. And for my city, we had like LL, The Roots, we had De La Soul, Rakim, and Juvenile. Yeah, and those mind you, those were the main rappers and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So the show started off with like Black Thought and the Roots. Black Thought, dropped a little freestyle here, and then the Roots definitely did this like James Brown esque kind of ordeal, which I felt that was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And then you had De La Soul coming out too. They did their hits and everything. They did their thing. I'm not gonna hold you. I wish they would have performed more stuff from like Balloon Mind State. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know they did some shit from 3 Feet High. De La Soul is Dead. They did Stakes is High. They did some stuff from Stakes is High. They did a lot of their like stuff from the AOI and the Grind Date. But yeah, I really wish they would have done some more stuff from Balloon Mind State. I've always thought that album was just so fucking dope. Then they did their thing, and then LL Cool J came out, and he did like the first set, and he did his thing. I ain't gonna hold. This is the first time I saw LL and De La live, and LL definitely did his thing. You know, the first set he definitely did a lot of more of his like later kind of songs, like stuff from like the 2000s. Like I know he did Headstrong. I think he did like that All I Have joint with J Lo, and he did some of his older stuff too. Mind you, that was the first set, so I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. And then he had Rakim. Well, actually, no, scratch that. Scratch. I forgot to mention. LL brought out some surprise guests. He brought out David Banner, and then he brought out PD Pablo. You know what I'm saying? I feel like David Banner definitely did his thing. Um, it's kind of funny because like he was on that shit, and he pretty much got behind this one bouncer, and the bouncer pretty much like and then went all around the stage and everything like that. He definitely had the crowd hype. David Banner is definitely fucking underrated in my opinion. He definitely does his thing as a producer and a rapper and everything like that too. I definitely got to get some more of his albums. And then he brought out P. Pablo. P definitely did his thing too. So, and then LL took a little break, and that's when Rakim came out. I'm gonna be real with you. This is like the third time I've seen Rakim. So, my favorite MC of all time. I already knew what to expect from him. You know what I'm saying? Definitely came out with a dope show. You know what I'm saying? Then Juvenile came out and everything. You know what I'm saying? Juvie, he definitely did his thing. He definitely performed some songs. Definitely from like the '90s. He did Slow Motion. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Juvenile. Don't get me wrong, he's definitely one of my favorites. But I gotta like re-listen to his discography and everything like that too. Of course I've heard 400 Degrees. I've heard G Code and everything like that. But I know I got to like re-listen to his discography because definitely he definitely has some joints still. Because I'm not gonna hold you I was so effing tired. Like I was so effing tired to sit down for a little bit because I was just so hyped and everything like that. But then LL Cool J, he came out like the second half and he closed out the show. And this second set, he did some shit I never thought he would perform live. Like he did some rarer joints. Like he did some deeper cuts too. Like he did Mr. Goodbar from the Mama Said Knock You Out album. I know. Ironically, he did the Flavor in Your Ear remix, his verse from that shit. You know what I'm saying? He did Candy from I'm Bad, which I that shit blew my mind and stuff like that. I feel good about Candy. That was my joint though. What else did he do? He did a lot of shit. He did his verse on 4 3 2 1. You know what I'm saying? He did the guest appearance on EPMD's Rampage. You know what I'm saying? The Slow Down Baby. The which that's like one of my all time favorite guest appearances when it comes to hip hop, in my opinion. I definitely love that joint. I definitely love that joint. My only gripe, I wish he I wish he that in that song, I wish his verse would have been like the last one on that song. That's like my only gripe. But other than that, I feel like that joint was one of his toughest guest appearances ever. You know, he did some newer kind of. He was trying to preview some newer shit. I know he did that song "The Forest," which that's coming from his upcoming album, which apparently is being produced by Q-Tip. Which he's been talking about that joint for a minute. You know what I'm saying? What else did he do? Yeah, I mean, he did a couple love. He did his love songs like "I Need Love," "Hey Lover," "Around the Way Girl," and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Paradise. He did all them shits. Like he pretty much performed everything. To keep it real, he performed everything except for shit from 14 Shots to the Dome, and even like the Authentic album as well too. So I definitely enjoyed that concert. Like I definitely enjoyed that concert and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like with that the whole hip hop 50th anniversary. There's been so many things people say, oh well, the people don't give a lot of credit to the South and everything like that. Well, you had like LL Cool J, giving love to like Banner and Pete Pablo and Juvenile and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely enjoyed that. Again, that might be my favorite concert I've been. I'm still recovering from that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm still recovering from that shit. Cause like this whole last week I was just so busy. I had a wedding I had to go to on Friday, and then I had family coming over, and then I was just like, you know what? Yeah, next concert was this yesterday, so I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy myself and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's definitely my weekend and everything. Also, so I'm gonna start this review in a minute. Charles gonna running a little late, so just gonna buy off some time a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, the collection video is gonna be some next week. I'm definitely gonna reveal the date sometime later on this week as well. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely cannot wait to show what I got or what we all got. These past couple of months. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna go to another store before this thing starts this weekend, this next week. I know there's some album I have to order online, which part of me feels like that shit's not a common time. But you know what? It is what it is. What I don't show, I just show throughout like the next couple of videos that we do and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on right quick. Yeah, so it is what it is. Definitely cannot wait to show you guys what I got. I got a few rare albums. A few rare albums. Some albums I got is just like shit I've been trying to look for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Definitely can't wait to show y'all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. One more thing. I think one more thing I was trying to mention and shit like that. One more thing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on some more stuff. Trying to update some shit for the Patreon. Trying to update some shit. Definitely trying to get more. Into getting back to the whole DJing shit too. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been a good minute since I dropped one, but I just been again. I've been so effing busy these past couple of weeks, and just trying to get my life together and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. Give me 1 second. All right. So yeah. So yeah. Like I said before, I'm just gonna get this shit together. So the album I'm definitely gonna talk about today is Roxanne Shante with her second and final studio album called The Bitch Is Back. This album came out in October 5th, 1992 on Cold Chillin' Records. But this was under their sub-label Living Large, which was distributed by Tommy Boy and Warner Brothers Records. You know what I'm saying? Um, the single came out with like I want to say three singles. I want to say, which was Big Mama, Dance to This, and Straight Razor. Producers include Coogee Rap, Granddaddy IU, Large Professor, Mr. C, Track Masters, and Grandmaster Flash. And only guest appearances I see on this albums are Coogee Rap. You also had Granddaddy IU and Biz Markie. I know Biz Markie done some like beatboxing on this joint, and IU like did some vocals on this joint too. So definitely have like captured in house. Just in terms of Juice Crew and everything like that too. So we still in the cold chilling month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cold chilling month it is. So or excuse me, cold chilling artist Sundays, which again, this was supposed to have been yesterday, but I do apologize. I was just so fucking tired and I just crashed once I got back home and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So how I got into Roxanne Shante, pretty much, just me getting into hip hop, and I heard the joint Roxanne's Revenge. I think I was just watching this one documentary, and they were talking about battle rapping. Um, what was that shit documentary called? It was like oh shit, what was it? Was a hip hop documentary that came out like in the late '90s or 2000s, early 2000s. I think it was on VH1. I think it's called like 30 Years of Hip Hop. You Don't Stop. Some shit like that. I'm not 100%. I forgot the name of it, but they were mentioning this one right here, and this that was like the answer track to UTFO's on Roxanne. You know, and that song right there was a very popular song, and then Marley Marl, he got with Roxanne Shante, and they did their answer track. The story goes the reason why he did that was because Marley Marl had I think Marley Marl and Mr. Magic had an event that they were planning, and originally UTFO was scheduled to be on that bill, but for some odd reason they felt like they didn't want to do it, and they just wanted to. I think they just dropped out last minute, and Marley got so upset that of course, he heard Roxanne Shante rhyming and everything like that. I think it was like a laundromat, and he said, "Yo, do you want to go do this song? Do you want to do the song like attacking UTFO? Because the song was called Roxanne. Of course, her name was Roxanne Shante. And of course, no, I think they did that shit like one take. Like I think that video that serves like a music video with her rhyming and like she's wearing like this like orange sweater or whatever. That's like I think that's like the take she did when she recorded it and stuff like that too. I could be wrong on that part, but yeah, man, and yeah, she definitely did a thing and all that shit. And yeah, I definitely I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you like when I love and respect Roxanne Shante, but she's definitely an acquired taste to some people. You know what I'm saying? Because especially at a time when female rappers was really like starting to like blow up. You had your Salt and Peppers and your Latifah, which I'll get more into that. She definitely kept it street and just kept it on the underground tip and everything. So that kind of helped her legacy, but at the same time, it kind of hindered her legacy, if that makes sense. So yeah. Other than that, um, yeah, I'm just gonna get into who Roxanne Shante is. For those who don't know who Roxanne Shante is, she is she's an MC coming from Queens, New York. You know what I'm saying? Queensbridge to be exact. And she got into like hit the hip hop side of things. Just got like rhyming and everything like that. And fast forward, to the early '80s and early 1984, she fast forward to 1984. You know what I'm saying? She pretty much like I mentioned before, um, she pretty much though fuck it met Marley Marl at like a laundromat and everything like that. And he heard her rhyme, and of course he took her he took her under her wing and everything. You know what I'm saying too. Testing 1 2. Give me 1 second. All right, just testing some shit out. My fault about that. And look who's just entering the building. Yo, yo,
Yo,
yo, what's good?
so
Yeah, I was just telling the crowd about the fucking concert I went to last night and seen a lot of rappers live, like LL and Rakim and De La Soul and shit.
yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I saw LL perform like some shit. I never thought he would perform like Flavor in the Year remix and Mr. Good Bar and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but how did you get into Roxanne Shante?
Just our early shit, you know, early like freestyles and shit.
I
Just
feel you on that.
watching her grow up and whatnot.
I definitely feel you on that. Yeah, man. So as I was saying, yeah, she hooked up with like Marley Marl and everything like that. And she came out with Roxanne's Revenge. That was like one of the earliest diss tracks and everything like that. And that became like an instant hit in the underground, and it quickly blew up. And she was like one of the first female MCs that blew up and everything like that. And that prompted UTFO to come out with their own version of Roxanne, whom they call the real Roxanne, who's like the light skinned version. Well, I'm not gonna say light skinned version. She was like the light skinned rapper. I think she's from Puerto Rico or some shit like that. I'm not too sure, but yeah. But then that next thing you know, a lot of female rappers started calling themselves Roxanne and started like dissing each other and stuff like that. You had Roxanne the doctor, Roxanne this, Roxanne that. You know what I'm saying? It just became like known as like the Roxanne Wars. And this not only just popularized like a lot of female rappers, but also popularized Roxanne Shante too. But then fast forward to 1985, um, she pretty much had another battle with another MC by the name of Sparky D, who's another female MC, and they came out and they had their records here and there and everything like that. She came out with her joint called Sparky's Turn, where she took shots at Roxanne Shante and everything too. You know what I'm saying? So, and also that year in 1985, they kind of got some controversy because she participated in like this hip hop battle thingamajig, I think called Battle of Rap Supremacy, and she was one of the like the finalists. I think she battled Busy Bee Ski for best freestyle rapper, and all the judges, gave her high ranks. But then there was one judge by the name of course, Curtis Blow. He pretty much gave her a low rating. I think he gave her like a 2, and he pretty much felt like he didn't really believe a female rapper can be that dope of a freestyle lyricist, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And this caused like a lot of controversy. And next thing you know it, she got into more beef when she took part. She got called out by Karis One on the song "The Bridge Is Over," and that was known for that classic line, "Roxanne Shante is only good for steady fucking." And of course, Roxanne Shante, she came out with a song, "Have a Nice Day," where she pretty much did a thing on that one as well too. So all of this was happening in the mid '90s, and long and behold, she did not have an album out yet. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to like 1989, she came out with the Bad Sister album, and like I said before, that one right there was not good. I didn't care for it too much. It had more of like a house music kind of feel, because that was that weird era when Marley Marl was experimenting with house music and everything like that. It's very evident. Like, of course, when you listen like Craig G's The Kingpin album, that also came out in 1989, which that's a horrendous album in my fucking opinion. Very horrendous album indeed. And yeah, man, I mean, and it's crazy 'cause I've seen that album go for like stupid amount of money, like 200, $250. I'm just like, y'all bugging. Y'all
Wow.
fucking bugging. If I'm gonna pay that money for that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
But but yeah, man, and by the late '80s, we had like a lot of female MCs that was coming out. We had the Queen Latifahs, the Moni Loves, Salt and Pepper, the MC Light and everything like that. Those were like the go tos and everything like that. The JJ Fast, of course, too. And a lot of people started forgetting about Roxanne Shante. You know what I'm saying? So it also became evident like when it came to that 1991, I think 92 concert, I think the Female of Rap concert where she definitely when you heard her name being announced, she got kind of a few boos here and there because her style was just very underground and everything like that. She was more of a battle MC. So fast forward to 1992, you know, she pretty much referred to herself as Shantae, and she dropped the album "The Bitch Is Back." You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this was like a more Roxanne Shante going back to her roots and everything like that, because she felt like that first album didn't really utilize her well and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So this is the album cover right here. It just has Roxanne, holding a fucking pistol and shit like that. Hope YouTube doesn't suspend me for this, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Very, very, very dope album cover. Not a long album, only has like 10 songs and shit, so we can just get right through this to the point.
Thank God.
Um, you said what?
Just say thank God. It's not a good album for me.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about that. We'll talk. Um, so yeah, track number one is like the intro. It's just produced by Mr. C. Pretty solid intro. It uses like the new edition. If it isn't love sample, but the way he chopped it up a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just trying to get you ready for what you're about to hear. Pretty dope beat. I fuck with it.
Yeah, but that intro was too long though. 4 minutes long, and there's no rapping. It's just like you know what I'm saying. Like you just hear crowd cheering, and I'm like, no, hey, way too long of an intro. She should have been rapping on it.
Yeah, like Mr. C, man, he did that the same thing with Biz Marquis. I need a haircut too. You know what I'm saying? Because that to all the boys during was like the shout out track or whatever. That shit was like 4 or 5 minutes long, which was it was cool. You give a shout out to your boys, but I'm just like that could have been easily the last song or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, which leads us to track number two, Deadly Rhymes featuring Cool G Rap. Speaking of Cool G Rap, it's kind of crazy because like it's been said that he ghost written a few tracks on this joint, and it's kind of crazy because if you listen to Shantae's flow on this album, it definitely had like a you can definitely tell like she was in from a Cool G Rap and everything like that. Just the way she was like wording her like metaphors and everything. You know what I'm saying? And also too, Cool G Rap and Large Professor, they also did this beat together, which you can definitely tell too. This was a very cool song. I fuck with this song. You know what I'm saying? I feel like definitely Cool G Rap saved the show. This was 92 Cool G Rap. So this was like Live and Let Die. This was Live and Let Die, Cool G Rap and everything like that too. Personally, my favorite era of Cool G Rap, if you ask me. He had a line where he says, "You're in the path of a lyrical tidal wave, sounds wave takes you straight to their graves. Pain remains in your head, suffocation, strangulation, wipe out the whole nation." You know what I'm saying? Roxanne, of course, she did her thing on this one too. So nice way to kick off the album. A little back and forth rhyming.
Yeah, it was good. I like Cool G Rap's, verses. He said, "This goes for those that oppose like foes, but I don't diss, I dispose." He had a hard beat. They killed it.
Definitely. All right, track number three, Big Mama. Now I've talked about this track in length. I did a whole video, Why the Beef episode on it, and I even mentioned this track last week when we talked about Granddaddy IU. So I'm going to keep my thoughts relatively short, but this is definitely a favorite song of mine. Might possibly be my favorite song on this album next to another one. This was the infamous diss track where she aimed it against like all the female MCs at this time. Queen Latifah, Moni Love, MC Light, Yo Yo, Isis, Salt and Pepper. You know what I'm saying? This was written by Granddaddy IU himself. To watch last week's Granddaddy IU video for more information on that. You know, um, she definitely went in on this joint right here too. Like the first verse, she definitely did a braggadocio, and then she definitely aimed at a lot of MCs throughout the whole song. Like with Queen Latifah, she says, "First up was Latifah, you roll up, I'ma smoke that ass like reefer, cause you ain't never been starred to me, so the fuck out trying to go R&B." You know what I'm saying? Cause at that time, she came out with that Nature of a Sister album, a very underrated album if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the album got highly shitted on. I did like the line she aimed at Moni Love. She said, you're illegitimate, trying to get a little bit, and I'm about sick of that Moni in the middle shit. Your album called Garbage. Had one good gym, now you think you're a star, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I actually like that Moni Love album too, but it's very crazy. Like I said, I did a whole video off it. Definitely a very dope diss track. I feel like it kind of gets slept on, but it is what it is.
Yeah, she was definitely going at people to me that was better than her. You know, listen, Latifah and Moni Love and MC like they all better than her. I don't, you know, Yo Yo, Salt and Pepper, Isis. Like, what you doing? But you have to have like at least three classic albums if you going at Latifah and Light, and they to me was always better than her. And She's saying cause Shante ain't about no games. Matter of fact, yo, I'm gonna start calling our names. First up is Latifah. You roll up and I'm gonna smoke that ass like before. And then she goes at yo, you saying that you can't play with it, you got another job, or bitch, you better stay with it. Like, come on. Come on, really? Like, what is
Oh my!
Shante beating them with what album? You know what I'm saying? You
I
know.
knew you were gonna say some shit like this.
I just was like the audacity of her, like, you know what I'm saying? She was just biting off a little bit more than she could chew.
Hmm. But man, when it comes to like female rap diss tracks and everything, a lot of people will say Remy Ma Shita, but I'm sorry, this right here,
Hmm.
I put this up there with like 10% diss. People MC like shut the fuck up, ho, and
Right.
everything like that too. And a lot of rappers did respond back to it. Queen Latifah responding back with "I Can't Understand," which Black Rain, MC Light came out with Steady Fucking, Yo Yo with You Better Ask Somebody, Salt and Pepper with Somebody's Getting on My Nerves. Of course, Not in My Nature threw shots at her too. So like the same way people talking about Kendrick Lamar's Control, like this was pretty much like just as equivalent. Her just calling out all these rappers and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah. All right, track number 4, Trick or Treat, another very dope song right here too. This is definitely like a social conscious song where it's talking about, it's pretty much giving a shout out to like all the hoes, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I know that's pretty typical, but it's just pretty much just giving shout out to like people who like sell their pussy, like a prostitute kind of, or just somebody who just fucks around with a lot of niggas and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really gonna repeat. I'm not really gonna repeat some of these lines because it's not gonna come right coming from a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? But the first verse alone just speaks volumes and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Pretty dope beat. Of course, that was also produced by Cool G Rap as well. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like this joint.
Yeah, this was okay. It was alright.
Definitely. Um, Next joint is "Gotta Be Free." This is another favorite song of mine as well too. Produced by Grandmaster Flash. It uses the Denise Williams free song. I've got to be free. That's that joint right there.
Right.
Um, Classic song, classic album. That's came from the This Is Niecy album. Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, this one right here was pretty laid back track right here. You know, um, what I got from this song is how much self respect that she has and everything. How women should have more self respect. Just picking up like the black women and everything like that too. Make being a good example for your kids. You know, um, definitely a dope joint right here. I like it.
Yeah, it was dope. I like the Denise Williams sample, and the thing about it is like Roxanne talking about sisters coming together, but she was just dissing sisters in rap. So I don't understand that. Like, make up your mind. You know, that's I
Maybe
just
maybe it's something that the label wanted. Maybe
yeah. Well, she got to be real about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just say it and then because the label wanted it. That's probably not how she felt, and you dissing Latifah and all these other great sisters. So you know,
this what it is. All right. Next track number 6. This is my fucking joint. Dance to This, featuring Biz Markie and Granddaddy IU. Um, again, this is like another favorite joint of mine. It's a very boom bap with a danceable kind of vibe with it. You know what I'm saying? But she's spitting some hard ass shit. I love Biz Markie doing the beatboxing at that dawn. Dun, 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 dun. I love him doing that, and then of course Granddaddy IU doing that. Dance to this, wanna dance to this. Trying to sound a little Jamaican on this track too. You know what I'm saying? But She definitely has some quotables on this one right here. She says some shit like, no flaking or faking, making my way to the top with no fails or pit stops. I strictly got pop props. A stunt try to front, I bust the bitch chops. Shante don't lose no battle. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I weigh a bitch out. But again, Shante, you made a bad investment because I'll drop a hoe and say next contestant. You know what I'm saying? Now you can drop to the second verse. She said, all jokes aside, no laughs or giggling. Get your ass up and we commence the wiggling. You say you can't dance, no need to. Fuck it. Do whatever you do to best. You know what I'm saying? I love that beat too. That beat was fucking ill as fuck. Granddaddy IU did that with KC. You can definitely tell it sounded like something that could have also been used on that Smooth Assassin album as well too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is definitely a very, very dope song. I love this performance she also did in that concert, that female rap concert and everything. So yeah, I like this one.
I didn't like the Jamaican chants. She should have had like Heavy D do that for her or something. And
Oh
the
yes,
beat, the beat
yes.
was dope. The beat was cool.
Yeah, what was up with Granddaddy? Yeah, you doing it? Like, nigga, you weren't Jamaican.
Yeah,
Stop it.
he sounded horrible. No.
Shit. Anyway, next track is Yes, Yes, y'all. This track was okay. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't care too much for the beat though. You know what I'm saying? It was decent. I didn't really care. Yeah, well, I could have done without this track.
Yeah, I didn't like the beat.
Definitely. All right. Next track is called Straight Razor. Again, this one was another very dope track. This was produced by the Track Masters, and again, if you guys are aware of the Track Masters history, they weren't always doing the more melodic shit that they were doing for like LL and Foxy and everything like that. They back in like the early '90s, they were on some more hardcore boom bap shit. They prime example. Check out Chub Rocks. I want to say his '92 album. I
Yeah.
gotta get mine, which is a very dope album in my opinion.
Hmm.
Like just for a glimpse of like their earlier sound. With this track right here, Roxanne Shante was talking about criticizing women who fight each other over men that don't give a shit about them, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Um, a relevant song today because some of these, I don't even want to say artists or celebrities, they all be on social media, cough cough Blueface, cough cough Ray Sean. They be on social media and shit like that. Just being all like, I love my bitch or fuck that. Then you over here whooping your bitch's ass and knocking her teeth out, but that's another story for a
Yeah.
different day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So this was a very cool song. I like the line when she says, "You cutting up bitches like a maniac. You losing the girl and a nigga in the world worth all that. No matter how many minks he buy, how many drugs he supplies, he has eyes on another girl's thighs. Self-explanatory. Like again, I'm not gonna read everything because it's not gonna come right coming from me. So yeah,
And then she talked about like a woman going to jail because her nigga was cheating on her, and I didn't like the phone skits. Those wasn't needed. I think they just
so,
ruined the
yeah, I
flow
agree
of the
with that.
song. And the beat was dope in early track masters. It don't even sound like their sound like when you listen to their latter stuff, but it was cool.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. Like that's the thing. So as much as I love the shit they came out with in the mid to late '90s, some of their earlier shit, like especially on what they did for Coogee Rap
Hmm.
on that Live and Let Die album, that definitely should be mentioned a lot more. Check out the beat battle that we did on Trackmasters if it's still available, because you know how
Right.
YouTube does it and shit. All right. Next track is called Shantae's Get Wicked. Very, very, very cool song right here. Um, just a more braggadocious song too. It's kind of funny too because Ice Cube came out with a song called Wicked, also in 1992 on the Predator album, which that's one of my favorite joints from the Predator and shit. Like I love that
Same. Same.
video. I love the beat. That was Angry Q. and shit too. Not this one don't have the same impact as the Q track, but she definitely did a thing on this one right here. I fuck with it.
Yeah, I didn't care for the beat. I didn't like it.
Understandable. Alright, and the last track is called "Brothers Ain't Shit." Kind of a controversial song, if you ask me. You know, this is like the same equivalent as like when people these days say niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about how niggas aren't motherfuckers selling drugs ain't worth shit, and it's been said that this song was what inspired Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg to do the song "Bitches Ain't Shit" from the Chronic album. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But that song, if you looking on the OG version, that song was not on the OG version. I think like in the later reissue, they added that as like the last track and stuff like that too.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this track right here was pretty cool.
On
The
the,
beat
I
by
think
Large
it was on the
Professor was
cassette
pretty
version
cool
though.
and
I
stuff like
remember
that
having the
too.
OG cassette version.
Yeah, yeah. You're right about that. It was on the cassette version because
Yeah.
I got the OG CD and
Okay. Is
it's
that on
not
there?
on the OG CD, but
The
yeah, it's on
reissue.
the reissues I have and stuff like that too. So
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah, because people just automatically think, oh, that song was a diss to Easy E. No, it was really an answer track to Roxanne Shante. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, man. So that's Brothers Ain't Shit.
Yeah, this is a hard track. They should have had Shantae on that track with them, like women against the men or something.
Kind of like Ice Cube's "It's a Man's World" with Yo Yo, right?
Yeah, like have Shantae. I mean, cause you had Jewel was on that shit, right?
Yeah, Joel was on that. Yeah,
Jewel was the one. She was the one rapping and singing.
I believe it was her. Yeah, hold on.
Right, she was
Let me
singing it.
double check.
Yeah, and yeah, they should have had Shantae on that shit. She would have killed it. But yeah, this was a good song. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was definitely a very good song indeed. Yeah, it was Jewel on the outro. Yep, it
Right.
was. Yep, you're right. All right.
Wow.
So overall, this album to me is a very, very, very dope album in my personal opinion. Now, in terms of like albums that was came out in '92, like The Chronic, Predator, Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. I'm not saying it's touching any of those albums. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like it's a nice return to form for Roxanne. It's a shame that this was like her last album she came out with. Because label politics. She had contract issues, and I think at that time she also became a mother at that time too. You know what I'm saying? So I think she just wanted to focus on her kids. She still dropped verses here and there over the years and everything, but never dropped a full ass album after this one. You know, this is definitely like a very very dope album and everything. It's one of those hip hop albums you listen to in the early '90s that just like when we talked about Kumo D's Funky Funky Wisdom, you can tell the transition because I can get why people don't really take too kindly of this album because people might see it as a rapper from like the early to mid '80s, trying to like transcend into like the newest styles of hip hop. But this one definitely has some joints though. If you like that early '90s production, like that Large Professor, Track Masters, and everything like that, I would definitely recommend this album. I'll give this album a 4 out of 5.
Wow. I only like three songs on here, so you know, I don't think the production was that great. And Deadly Rhyme should have been a single. She and Cool G Rap. I enjoyed that, and you know, Gotta Be Free was dope. You know, Big Mama was. I don't even remember when that shit came out. 'Cause I don't remember nobody talking about it. And
Oh wow.
the fact that she was dissing the Latifah and them is just crazy. But that's really about it. I didn't really care for the other songs. So it's for me. It's two mics. I think Roxanne should have a classic because you had Marley Marl giving everybody else a classic album. Kane and Bismarck Kingdom, and where was her classic album? She should have had one in her discography. You know.
Yeah, I definitely see your point about that. But yeah, man. Definitely. And you know what's crazy though? I was so fucking close on getting this album on eBay on the auction, but I
Right.
fucking lost the auction and shit. And it was on vinyl too.
Wow.
But
Is that
it
even
is
her
what it
leg?
is.
In the album cover, that's like a model.
Ah,
Roxanne was
I'm not 100%
Roxanne
sure.
wasn't that skinny. That's a like model looking thigh. She wasn't. She had no sexy thighs like that. You know.
I don't even know, man. You got that. You have to ask Roxanne herself.
Wow.
But yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
So just a couple announcements. So originally today we were supposed to talk about the CB4 soundtrack, but like I said, I was so fucking tired last night from that concert. I was meditating and I literally did realize I fell asleep. I woke up, it was like 1 in the morning. I'm just like, oh shit, fuck. But I'm just gonna move that one because we're gonna do the Beverly Hills soundtrack. I'm just gonna do like a double review, so we just that's just my fucking mistake. You know what I'm saying?
So we
Also,
gonna do
too,
both on Tuesday,
Wednesday at midnight.
Wednesday. Okay.
Also, too, exhibits 40 days and 40 nights review is gonna be on the 18th. You know, Cavase is gonna join us for that one. You know what I'm saying? He's coming back from Jersey. He's coming back from Jersey at that time too. So I didn't want to touch that album until Cavase is available. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cavase by the way. Um Also too, one more thing. The collection video is gonna be next week. Really cannot wait for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ashley's gonna give me her work schedule by later on this week and then he's gonna definitely show what we got. I definitely got some more albums I got coming up and shit too. I don't know if I will say a lot. I have like a lot of rarer albums like I have in this past couple of ones, but there's some shits I've been meaning to get for a good minute and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely can't wait to do with that. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Molly
Let me
Mall.
think. Yeah, the re-entry one, right? That's on Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday at 11 p.m. Yep, that's gonna be Thursday, and that's gonna be the last record we do for the Coachella Sundays because next week we're gonna start Heavy D and the Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Gonna do Peaceful Journey, Blue Funk, Nothing But Love, heavy solo records and shit like that too. So that's gonna be one I really can't wait because I saw a post by motherfuckers saying how Heavy D has not really been highlighted
Yes.
throughout this whole hip hop 50th anniversary.
Well,
So
he's also dead. I hope people know that. Yeah,
stop.
he's dead. So I mean, all they could do is mention him. I
well,
don't know how much of
well,
celebration they want to do for him.
well, I mean, Pac and Biggie has been dead for how many years and shit?
But that's the problem. That's all these heads know is Pac and Biggie. Outside of that, you ask them what's your favorite Heavy D album? They don't know.
We know
You know what I'm
we don't
saying?
know and shit. So we done a review on
Right.
the first two records, Living Large and Big Time,
Hmm.
which that Big Time record, man, oh my god, I love that record. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm after we talk about these next ones. There might be one album out of the lot that might be a favorite of mine next to Big Time, but I'm gonna
Okay.
keep that under the wraps for right now. You know what I'm saying? I also know Eddie F dropped a solo album too, but
Mm.
that's gonna be farther down the line when I talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Also, too,
Okay.
sometime next week, I definitely want to do a top 10 Kendrick Lamar songs
Right.
as well. That's going to be a Patreon only exclusive video. You know, how I do, I'm going to just
That means
post the
only
first.
Eric and Kristen gonna watch it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Because you know how this easy, you know how these niggas be like, oh, this is a dope ass list, but they only watch like the
Hmm.
first 10
And
minutes.
they ain't on the list. A nigga could have put anything at number 1. Oh, it's a dope ass list.
Shit. Hell, with this recent LL Cool J concert, man, I might think about doing a top LL Cool J song, either songs or albums, though. You know,
Right.
because
That'll be easy. He ain't
you
he
know it's
ain't got
crazy.
no no classics past N95. So
You know, he actually performed a Flavor in Your Ear remix on
oh
that
Lord,
concert and shit like that.
Why?
I was looking at he performed
Why?
that verse like he ain't shit.
That shit? Wow. I would have left.
Like, oh my god, because it was like, let me tell you, the first he had two sets. The first set he dedicated more to some of his whacker songs, like the shit
Oh my
from
god.
The Definition, Todd
Oh
Smith, the
Lord.
10
He did all
album.
that? Oh no.
He did everything, bro. He didn't do shit from
Wow.
14 Shots to the Dome. He didn't do shit
Wow.
from
What?
14 Shots or Authentic.
But he did shit from Definition? That's that's terrible.
And then
Yo.
if you see my Instagram, he wore like this glittery outfit with like a green jacket and some shit like
Hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a little dancing and stuff. I was like, okay, L. But
Wow.
then that second set he made up for. He did some shit I never thought he would perform, like Booming System. He
Mm,
did Rampage, his verse on Rampage. He did
nice.
I Shot Ya. He did he even did Houdini's The Freaks Come Out at Night. He did that
Wow.
joint.
He was on there?
Um
He wasn't on it.
no, he just performed. He just performed
Oh.
it.
About let's say, is there a remix I don't know about? Yeah, I don't remember hearing no remix for that back in the day.
Shoot.
Wow.
What else? What else? He did I taste I feel good like candy. That joint from the Big and
Wow.
Deffer. The whole crowd went crazy when he did that joint though. I'm telling you.
I haven't heard that in
Um
years.
what else? He did Phenomenon. He
What?
did
What the hell?
he did Paradise. He did All I Have a J Lo.
Oh my
Like when I
god.
say like nigga,
If that was a versus, he would have lost with some of those picks.
he even did Jack the Ripper,
Mm,
Aimed at Your Favorite Rapper, Kumo D.
wow. I thought he was never gonna perform that again.
He lied.
That's crazy.
Boy, like I told niggas that's like my favorite concert I've ever
Mm,
been to. My
that's
the
dope.
best concert, like LL, De La Soul, Juvenile, David Banner, PD Pablo, Rakim, The
Wow.
Roots.
What a
This is
lineup.
why I love this whole hip hop 50 thing, man.
Uh-huh. It should
That's
be
why I
every
love
year.
hip hop.
It should we got
Yeah.
with another 50 years for shit like this. You know what I mean? It should be
You
every
know,
year
another 50
they have
years,
shows like this.
another 50 years, they probably have Lil Uzi Vert and KRS One
Oh,
on stage together and
oh
shit.
no, no.
Man.
Mm-mm. Wow.
But yeah, man, like hip hop, man, hip hop 50, man. I'm telling you. The only down part about the concert was like they said we were gonna have like a VIP lounge with like drinks and shit like that.
Mm.
Tell me why a shot of Casamigos was like $19 and shit.
What
Right, nigga.
for
That's why
one shot?
yeah.
What the
That's why
fuck?
I pre-gamed before I got there and shit. I was like, fuck
They
this.
they bugging.
Like fuck this shit, nigga.
They bugging.
But other than that,
It's different when you see your favorite artist in concert live.
right.
I be telling people they need to go to these shows, yo, because these people ain't gonna be here forever.
Yeah, man. That edible man had me bugging out and shit like that too when I was at the fucking concert. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh shit. Once fucking Rakim came out, I was like, you know what? I seen Rakim. This is like my third time seeing Rakim. I know
Mm,
what to expect. So I had to sit down for like a good minute just to calm myself down. But then
right.
LL came out. He did "I Need Love." The
Mm.
whole crowd, all the girls rushed up on the stage talking about, "Oh my god, yeah!" But you know what's crazy?
Mm.
I wish he would have done some more shit from Walking with the Panther. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he did. It gets no rougher too. I forgot about that. I was like, oh shit.
I guess no rougher.
Like
What album that's from?
he went deep in his bag on this concert,
He
man. He
did. I don't
went
remember
very
that
deep.
song. What song that's from? What album that's from?
Walking with the Panther.
Impact now? Oh,
Um,
yeah, I didn't.
he threw some like that was like the answer track to that was like another diss against Kumo D low key because he was making
Wow.
fun of how Mo D made fun of him with the ABC style, you know, that love
Right.
loser, love luster, the kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man. this is why I love hip hop, man. Well, I felt very proud. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and nigga, I was like the youngest motherfucker up in that bitch. I'm gonna be real with you.
Wow.
I was like, because everybody want to see all these
Mm-hmm.
other newer rap. All these out people ask me, well, how come we don't see a lot of concerts with these newer rappers? I was like, because they keep canceling their fucking shows and
Yeah, no
shit.
good.
Like,
That's why. Who's gonna pay to see them?
mm.
I wouldn't pay to see them.
But that top LL Cool J, top 10 LL Cool J songs, but that might be we might have to do that shit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
That'd
say
be
you
dope.
said it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy for you.
As the albums. If we do the albums, it's gonna be easy for me. The songs would be harder because he had good songs even on the shitty albums.
I agree.
You know, the songs would be harder, but the album's gonna be easy for me. I
You
don't
know, you know,
other than Goat, I don't like nothing else past Goat, past 2000. So
there's some joints past 2000 that were pretty good. I'm not gonna hold. I like rocking with the goat from the Exit 13 was very good. I like that one.
uh the song.
Um, yeah.
No, I meant like the albums, like after Goat, that was it. But he had songs on some of those bad albums that he could probably win a verses in.
Oh yeah.
Headsprung was the biggest hit off of Definition, and that didn't sell.
But I hated that song, and he
I
he
hate it.
performed that song. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's like one of his signature songs now. He performed. That's the only song he performed from that album.
Of course.
You know, he used to do Hush, and then he stopped doing Hush.
I think he did that shit too. I
He did the
think.
Hush too. Oh,
I think he did that. I'm not. I could be wrong,
yeah. He don't
but
he don't perform it all the time.
yeah. Yeah, man. So that was pretty. I'm like I said, I'm gonna still post some more shit on my Instagram and stuff like that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, this Roxanne Shante album's out of print. I know Try's happy about that.
Yeah, because
You
I
know what I'm
wouldn't.
saying?
Nope.
But I might get this album again if I win this auction. I might get it again. Fingers crossed.
She should have
Because
had like K Duff. I can't like Shantae should have had a classic album. Like she's one of those artists that should have had a classic. You know,
exactly, especially because you know who Ghost wrote that first album, right?
Cool Rap.
Kane.
Oh, Kane Road. Okay.
And that time, like 1 year before,
Hmm.
he did Biz Marquis Going Off album and shit.
Right. She should have had a
And that's a
classic.
classic.
And it's just crazy.
Yeah, I
Shit,
definitely
Nicki
agree.
Minaj got a damn classic. You know.
You said what?
I said Nicki Minaj and all got a classic. What happened to Shantae?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. That's all I gotta say.
Nicki Minaj got a classic and Shantae don't. That's crazy.
Hell, if you ask people, she might have Nicki Minaj has two classic albums. If you ask some people.
Right? She had better albums than Shantae.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you like her first one? I didn't like her first one like that.
Who, Roxanne or Nicki?
Roxanne.
Oh no, I hated her first one.
Nicki, Pink Friday, and the Pink Print. Friday, what was it? Friday Reloaded. That was good, but it had too many songs on there. It's like 20 something songs on it.
Yeah, to me the Pink Print was dope. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, Pink Print and Pink Friday to me was like her best two.
Definitely. But again, to each his own. Other than that, I am actually about to get some rest for work. I'm gonna upload this one in the morning. Appreciate this try as usual.
All right.
You got anything coming up on your channel?
Yes. Sometime this week. Hopefully Mike is free. I don't want to be going live late. I want to do shit like 11:30. Hopefully he free around that time or before then. We're gonna do like the best and worst summer films of 2023. Because there was a lot of shit that was not good that I watched. I'm like, this. I think this is one of the worst summer movie years ever.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? Last year's summer movies were better than this year's one, and it might have been like maybe 3 or 4 really good ones, but a lot of the other ones were crap. So I'm like, yo, let's do like a summer. You're welcome to join us if you saw the summer films this year.
Depending on when y'all do it, I'll join.
Well, sometime this week, whenever he free and he could join early. I don't want to do it like 1 in the morning and shit because I actually want to go live with it. But we're gonna give like our best and worst like top 5 summer films this year. I don't even think I got 5 good ones. I got like maybe 3 or 4.
Okay. I know he's in Myrtle Beach until the 13th anyway, so
Yeah,
um, yeah, maybe he'll definitely come by. He'll
like
this
I think he
whenever
said
y'all schedule,
Thursday
just
he'll
let
be
me know.
available, Thursday or Friday or something, one of them days. But you know,
All right, cool. Just let me know
yeah,
because there's even some streaming movies too that are some trash.
there's it's a lot of garbage that's out, and there's more crap coming out for the end of the year. You know,
All right. Well, other than that, again, shout out to Lashia too for letting me on her channel. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. That Jeopardy questions fucked me up, but you know what? I'll be a
um,
big boy about it. Fuck it. Other than she keeps doing like these Virgo birthdays. Like, girl, I don't give a fuck about these horoscopes.
oh
Shit.
Lord, she's already done the whole horoscope thing. What's after? I'm waiting for Black History. Yeah,
Not Black History.
that got to be next.
Shit. Other than that, you guys be safe. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Mhm.
I will see you guys on Wednesday. Appreciate this try as usual. Hope you have a good
All right,
night. Peace.
you too. Peace.